Hello again everyone, Deflect here, Firm but Fair Gaming. Came to bring you a video on Vengeance Demon Hunter. It's in a pretty good spot right now, and I'll get into a build guide, and I also have two setups, one for Tyrannical, one for Fortified, and I'll show you what I'm running, and if there's things you can move in and out. Currently, it is Tyrannical Week is just switched over, and I will show you the talents. But if you haven't done so already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for future videos. I'll be doing a whole bunch on builds. Hit that like button, comment below, share this video, and check out the Twitch and Patreon if you want to support the channel further in the description. Getting into the guide. Item level. Item level will be king. Doesn't matter what it is. Item level is 99% of the time going to be better than what you're running. So try and get the item level. Equip that will be your best. Once you've done that, I prioritize haste and then crit and verse. Crit does some offensive healing with extra damage. Verse gets you some more increased healing damage and decreases damage taken. I want a ton more verse. I'm very good on crit. Ton more verse is what I want with haste. So all the gear, I want to get this haste first right now to kind of balance that out. I did have a tier piece. The tier piece is pretty cool. Fracture deals 20% more damage and generates 20% more fury, and has a 15% chance to generate an additional soul fragment. The 20% more fury would be great because Spirit Bomb costs 40 fury, and sometimes you're a little fury starved. Spirit Bomb and Soul Cleave have a 12% chance to deal 50% more damage and cause targets they hit to deal 15% less damage to you for 8 seconds. Very, very good when you Spirit Bomb everything. Getting into the talents. Sorry, I was messing around on that one. That's my kind of mess around. Just want to see a couple different avenues to take. Actually, it's the exact one that I was testing. Oh, I forgot to change the talents. It's oversaved it again. I have that problem a lot. I don't know if you guys do, where you're in one, you apply something and it saves it as a different one. Anyways, long story short, this is the one I'm running for Fort. I'll start with the left-hand side. I want the big ones are the Chaos Nova. You could go down here and get the Chaos Nova to extend, but I wanted Quicken Sigils at the bottom and Collective Anguish. Also Demonic. So Demonic is great. If I wasn't running Elysian Decree, and I've tested Fodder as well. Fodder's interesting. It's very interesting. I think on Fort, this is better. And I'm up in the air right now if Fodder's better on Tyrannical. I'm doing some more testing on that, and I'll keep you posted. If I'm running Fodder and not Elysian Decree, I will swap Quicken Sigils out for the Reduced Darkness and take the 2-minute Reduced Darkness to bring it down to a 3-minute cooldown. So that's what I would do on the left side if I'm not running Elysian Decree, and that depends on a Tyrannical Week or Fortified. So we're talking Fortified. This is the build I'm running, going down, getting Spirit Bomb, Void Reaver, Soul Furnace, Painbringer, because consuming a Soul Fragment reduces all damage you take by 2% for 5 seconds. Multiple applications may overlap. So when you pop a 5-point Spirit Bomb, you take 10% reduction. Soulmonger, when consuming a Soul Fragment, you heal for above health, shields you instead. Back on down for Frailty. Now increases all damage you do by 4%, and then Frailty may overlap. Soul Cleave applies Frailty to your primary target for 5 seconds. So that is pretty much why I'm running those ones. This is more of a single target. You really Soul Cleave single target so you can actually get Frailty on it instead of now having to Spirit Bomb where it was before. Last Resort, because having a cheat death is great. Soul Carve, because, you know, carving the soul, getting lesser soul fragments instant, and then one additional one every second is very good. And Elysian Decree, as talked about before. I'm also running fire damage increased by 5%. The reason I really couldn't swap that Immolation or a Burst has an initial chance to shatter. I toyed with swapping this and getting the extra fire damage to 10%. And it's pretty much what you're kind of stuck with. The tree is interesting, but not my favorite layout, and I'm sure they did that for a reason. Getting onto the Tyrannical Build, it goes more into the right side, so you skip the middle lane because you're skipping out on Fell Devastation damage, you're skipping out on the Fell Devastation cooldown reduction. Feed the demon, you're going more into the single target, and this is the one where I've been playing with fodder to the flame and Elysian Decree. Yeah, I've been playing with both, just trying to see what is better, but I don't have enough testing done as of today. As of right now, I don't. I'll try and keep that out of the way for you till we're done. Now getting into what this one does, it is Fiery Brands also increases fire damage you deal to the target by 40%. So because you're going to have that on basically one target, it's going to be great. Every 2 seconds, Fiery Brand spreads to a nearby enemy. Cool, that's useful in AoE packs to help out a little bit of damage. Immolation Aura increases the duration of your Fiery Brands, and Fiery Brands has a 15-second reduced cooldown and 1 additional charge. So it stipulates more of a single target type 1. It does spread, which is nice, but it's every 2 seconds. So it is still good and will still help in AoE packs. That's basically what we are doing as VDH. Still a very good one. Still a good tank to play. The rotation, again, it depends on the pull, depends on the pack, depends on what you're doing. But your big defensives are going to be, your demon spikes. Try and alternate that with Fiery Brands. Don't try and have both of them up. When you alternate, that means your overlap damage is going to be greater the longer you can have damage mitigation up. So sorry, your overlap damage should be minimal, and that way you're extending the duration of your damage reductions. Darkness, when you're doing like good size pull, or if you're in Tyrannical and the boss is going to crush something huge ability, pop Darkness. Starting out with a pack, you could start out from a way away, about this, 50 yards, hit it with a hunt, try to get through as many targets as you can, so try and hit the back target. I would then wait till they're grouped up, but on my way, once it's hunt, I would Immolation Aura with Demon Spike to make sure I have mitigation up, and then Fracture to get 1 off cooldown, and then it would just depend on how many soul fragments you have. If you have a lot of soul fragments, and we're talking AoE, Spirit Bomb at 4+. If you don't have that many and you're talking single target, don't forget you can Soul Cleave to apply Frailty to the main target. Sigil of Flame will also apply Frailty, so it's good to use. And your big silence is Sigil of Silence. That is a AoE silence, and it is on a 48-second cooldown. Very, very good. That means you have a silence, AoE stun, and an interrupt. But basic thing to Demon Hunter is when you're going, you want to have Demon Spikes up as much as you can. And then Fiery Brands, I don't have a target here, so I can't apply it, but Fiery Brands you can hit, and it would apply Fiery Brands. If you have any questions on Vengeance Demon Hunter, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, deflect, firm but fair gaming. We'll see you in the next video.